In a grand kingdom nestled high among the rolling hills, there lived a powerful ruler named King Eric. King Eric was widely known for his wise judgments and strong leadership. Yet, alongside his wisdom, he was equally feared for his sudden and unpredictable moods, which could change without warning. Within the towering walls of his magnificent fort lay a sprawling royal orchard, lush and vibrant, filled with every exotic and native fruit imaginable. This orchard was lovingly tended by a simple, devoted farmer named Bony. Bony served the kingdom with complete sincerity. He was humble, hardworking, and utterly loyal to both the land and his king. One bright, sunny morning, Bony noticed something extraordinary. Across the orchard, every tree had ripened at the same time. Heavy coconuts hung from tall palms. Firm, aromatic guavas glowed in the sunlight. Juicy apples shone among green leaves. And beneath shaded trellises, lush, sweet bunches of grapes drooped gently from the vines. Bony paused. He rested both hands on his spade and pondered quietly. What choice offering shall I present to King Eric today? After a moment of reflection, he gently cut a beautiful cluster of grapes, soft, ripe, and perfect. He arranged them carefully in a basket and began his walk toward the royal palace. When Bony arrived, he found King Eric seated on his marble throne. The king's face was darkened with anger, troubled by some frustrating court matter. His eyes were distant, his mind elsewhere. He looked remote and burdened. Quietly, Bony placed the basket of grapes at the king's feet. He stepped back, bowed his head, and waited, respectfully. Lost in thought, King Eric absent-mindedly picked up a grape and popped it into his mouth. Then, without thinking or even looking at Bony, he picked another grape and flicked it sharply toward the farmer. The small, soft fruit struck Bony's forehead, yet Bony did not flinch. He showed no pain, no anger, no resentment. He simply raised his hands in a gentle gesture of humility and softly said, "How merciful is the grace of God." Still moody and distracted, the king continued this strange behavior. He would eat one grape, then throw the next at Bony. Again and again, the grapes struck him, and each time, Bony calmly and sincerely repeated the same words. How merciful is the grace of God. After many minutes, King Eric finally snapped out of his foul mood. He looked up and truly saw the loyal farmer standing before him. A sudden pang of guilt struck his heart. Staring at Bony, the king asked, "Bony, I have been using you as a target, striking you with fruit, yet you keep thanking God. Why do you thank God when I am treating you so unfairly?" Bony bowed once more and replied with gentle wisdom, "My king, the orchard held many ripe fruits this morning. There were heavy coconuts, solid guavas, each worthy of an offering to my king." He then looked up, his eyes calm and sincere. "I could have chosen any of them. But imagine, my king, if instead of these soft grapes, you had struck me with a hard coconut or a firm guava. What grievous injury might have befallen your humble servant?" Bony paused, then softly said, "This is why, from the bottom of my heart, I say, how merciful is the grace of God." King Eric was instantly humbled. Deeply moved by Bony's perspective, he rose from his throne. He realized the depth of the farmer's faith, patience, and gratitude. The king rewarded Bony generously and carried this wisdom within him for the rest of his reign. Moral of the story: gratitude is not merely the absence of suffering. It is the wisdom to recognize that things could always be worse.